And you're still with us here at 1U. Now, if you missed some of the games last week and failed to see, the UAAP or the NCAA, no need to fret because we're going to give you a quick recap of all the scores and highlights for last week's games. Let's kick it off with the NCAA and see what happened or what went down at the Cuneta Astrodome last week. The red-hot San Sebastian squad notched its 7th win in a row last Wednesday after defusing the dangerous JRU Heavy Bombers 52-47. The Stags swept their season series with the Heavy Bombers with a balanced effort that saw 6 players with at least 6 points apiece. We move on to the San Beda game against CSB. San Beda beat the College of St. Benilde last Wednesday, 91-74. I hear a yes in the background. To avenge its bitter off-court loss in the first round due to the Sam Ekwe uniform controversy. Ogie Menor led the two-time defending champions to a career high 35 points, including 6 out of 8 shooting from the three-point area.
And Mapua kept its flickering Final Four hopes alive as it defeated Letran 69-52. Ian Mazo top scored for Mapua with 20 points and Alan Mangas chipped in 18. And San Sebastian continued its second-round rampage as it defeated St. Benilde 58-51. Froilan Saquillo had 11 points and 4 rebounds for the Golden Stags, who boosted their chances to grab the twice-to-beat advantage in the Final Four.
And last Monday, Perpetual Health snapped its 11-game losing skid after trouncing CSB in overtime 75-65. Veteran guard Mike Kong led the Altas once again with a game-high 21 points, including 8 in the extension period, and added 8 rebounds. Jose Rizal University, the JRU Bombers secured at least a playoff for the Final Four as it breezed past cellar dweller PCU 74-59. Do-it-all forward John Wilson spearheaded the Heavy Bombers attack with 20 points, including 6 three-pointers on top of 3 steals.
And checking the team standings, San Beda is still number 1 with a solid 9-3 record, which is still not safe, Mike. It's still not safe. JRU and San Sebastian now tied for second spot at 9-4. Letran and Mapua still vying for that 4th and final slot, with Letran ahead by 1 game, and CSB, PCU, Perpetual already out of the running. This is going to be a wild race for the Final Four. Nobody really is safely.
Yeah, nobody is secure. The NCAA has something finally to offer the public, special interest. There are no superhuman teams out there in the NCAA. Everybody is vulnerable, especially San Beda. To be untouchable, they have to win their next 2 games. And for Mapua to at least advance to the Final Four, they have to at least win their last 2 games of the elimination round.
And Kim, there is no clear-cut favorite, no clear-cut dominant team.
Right. Well, right now, I see Letran being in dire need of help because in the next game, Dino Daa will be suspended. So this might affect somehow the standings, okay? So I see Letran having some problems as far as the race to the Final Four in the NCAA is concerned.
Well, all things being considered, it's going to be a wild race, very unpredictable race for the Final Four in the NCAA. Now let's move to the UAAP as we do a recap of the weekend games. Season 71 action coming right up. FEU exacted sweet revenge on its first round surprise tormentor NU, winning 64-60. This was last Thursday. And the game also marked the return of Mac Barakael, who helped FEU complete the hard-earned win. So FEU winning over NU. And then rookie Maui Villanueva scored a putback at the buzzer to give LaSalle a pulsating 81-79 win over UST. Villanueva contributed 6 points for the Green Archers, and they were led by JV winning time Casio with a game-high 29 points and 6 rebounds. JV Casio, unreal.
Last Saturday, we saw another match for FEU. They went up against UP and barely squeaked by with a final score of 71-70. Reigning Rookie of the Year, J.R. Kawaling delivered in crunch time as he helped quell the Fighting Maroons in the final 6 of the game. Second game for the day, we had Ateneo against NU. The Ateneo Blue Eagles clinched the top spot and the twice-to-beat advantage in the Final Four after thrashing the NU Bulldogs 83-58. Big man Raba Al-Husseini led the Katipunan-based squad with 20 points. just 20 points this time, and 6 boards, while team captain Krissy added 6 markers.
Okay, and then Ateneo, check that. Oh, there's JV Casio. I think he scored like, I don't know, 100 points in the 4th quarter. Certainly felt that way.
Yeah, this is the LaSalle Adamson.
After the LaSalle Adamson game, LaSalle, of course, needed 5 more minutes to defeat Adamson, 84-79, and he had 19 points for LaSalle. And then UST, well, they said goodbye to their Final Four hopes when they lost to UE 89-87 in an exciting game that saw the Tigers bounce back from a 24-point deficit. Pariliaga stepped up for UE with 20 points and 2 blocks, while Marce Arellano chipped in 18 points. And so we check the team standings. Ateneo still flying high with 12 wins and just 1 loss. FU and LaSalle are tied for 2nd spot at 10 and 3. UE is in 3rd at 8 and 5. UST sporting the opposite at 5 and 8. UP Adamson and NU out of the run. I'm sorry about UP, but it's okay. Still a big improvement from
big
last
improvement.
season, huh?
UP is finishing the season strongly, and if I were to choose if I were going to give a wild card for the PCC, I'd give one to UP.
Very objective.
Very objective.
Very maroon. Very objective. Okay, I'm sure you're all itching to talk about the Final Four scenarios for both the NCAA and the UAP, and we will give you just that when we return.
Objective.